So I see that you're not subscribed, which is kind of a big problem. So I would suggest that you subscribe, you like, and you comment. Because if not, it will not be pretty for you. Also, down in the description, there are the links for all of our social medias. I suggest that you follow that as well. Because like I said before, if not, I will find you. And it will not be pretty and you won't get to live another day. Thank you.
Our first topic, guys, is growing up as a kid back then versus now. And there's a reason why we have this as a topic, because, bro, she has a daughter, my girl, and basically they know a lot. And why is that? Is because of social media. It's crazy the amount of things that kids know these days that when we was children, we didn't know. We would hear about it probably by our cousins talking about it or different like things, but they actually watching, bro, adult content.
Yeah.
Being 10, 11, 9, or 8, 7. Oh my God. How y'all feel about that?
Exactly. And it's crazy because, as you know, I grew up in a very different country, which is more, I mean, it's the same thing here. Like, you know, way back before, like, you know, we play outside. There's no phones. There's no laptop. We just play outside and just go to school and go home. That's all we do. We don't really do anything. I can't even watch TV at night because, you know, homework first and then go to sleep. Things like that. But it's just, when I came here and then, you know, and then I have a kid and then she's growing up, I compare myself to her. Like, how does she know things like that I don't when I was her age? Like, things like that I questioned myself out. And it's more serious to me because she's a girl and it's just, the world is crazy. Social media is crazy. So it's like the mom in me is just very protective. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just crazy, this world, yo.
Michael, what you gotta say? And you don't even have kids.
It's crazy to me how much like everything changed, because it went from us, you know, with almost no social media. Like, there was Facebook and stuff, but us as kids, we weren't on it. We weren't really on Facebook. And so nowadays there's TikTok, and there's literally kids on TikTok, and they can watch all of these videos, and a lot of those videos are not for their age.
Exactly.
Like, I scroll through TikTok and I see advertisements for adult websites that kids can see.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, it just feels like the world is kind of getting more scary because of things like that, because of the things that these kids have access to. And we didn't really have access to that when we were younger. Okay, like, we probably could have went on a computer and accidentally went on some website that we weren't supposed to.
Yeah.
But now kids can literally just scroll through TikTok and then, you know, some type of advertisement or an adult website shows up, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's promoting it so much.
Promoting it, and it's like, why? You ask yourself why is like these companies are promoting it. But what I'm seeing now on like on Twitch, they have like, before you even click on a certain person's page, they say like it must be 18, older adult content. You know what I mean? So at least they're doing that, and it's up to the streamers to like leave it there. Some of them could take it off, but I respect people like Kai that keeps it on, or Aiden Ross keeps it on, like, just because at the end of the day, bro, it's not like, for an example, we can only go for our experience. Our kid can't watch don't have these social medias, can't watch certain things, and don't really have TikTok, none of that. But at the same time, they're still gonna learn it, because when they go to school, what are they doing? They're talking about it.
Exactly.
There's kids that's watching the Kai Cenats of the world, or like these adult things. So obviously they're gonna they're gonna talk about it. Cause when we was young, we just had people telling us a story.
Yeah.
Now all they do, these kids got phones. All they gotta do is show
Exactly.
and screenshots and all of that. So it's like, bro, I'm just happy I grew up back in the day.
Me too.
That, bruh, it was literally, I don't see no kids outside. No kids outside playing together like how we playing. I could go up to my kid right now and say, do you know about Manhunt? And she wouldn't know nothing about Manhunt, which is like a hide and go seek tag type of thing, type of game, bro. Like I don't be seeing none of that. At least they still get invited for like birthday parties and stuff like that. At least that is normal.
But the thing is, there's not even sleep on my before. I can't even go to sleepovers at all. Like, yeah, I have to ask all of my mother and my dad, and then my brothers. I have to like mainly ask them, like, hey, can I go? Because it's just, I understand, because I'm the only girl too, which is really, the strict part is part of it.
Yeah.
But still, like, nowadays they could just, at a young age, they could do sleepovers. Like, for real, they could do it now. And I question myself a lot lately, but I guess it's part of it now.
Yeah, Mike, what's the first thing, like, when you have your kid and they get to that age, 8, 9, 10, they with their friends, they're learning all these different topics. Like, what is the best way that you think you could, like, prevent them from, like, losing their innocence so young? Because that's ultimately what is happening right now. Like, bro, they're watching things that they're losing their innocence, and kids don't think like adults.
Yeah,
they don't process things like adults. So that's why it's scary, because if you have people saying, like, this is a recent event, men talking about like how women's supposed to be, right? They could go with that and treat it in another way.
Yeah.
And treat it like in a bad way, like I'm better than you type of thing. You gotta cook. That's the only thing that you could do. That's the difference today. Back then we would know because we would get taught that, but parents seem not to have a lot of time with them.
Yeah.
To even teach it, because they're giving them social media and stuff. And what they do when they're on social media, they just stay still right there on the phone 24 hours. So what will you do in this scenario, Mike? Because it's so easy. Like, you worked up, having a long day at work, and giving your kid a tablet is the easiest thing to do, because literally they're gonna stay there for hours, bro. So what will you do to prevent that?
Well, the obvious thing is to keep them off of social media. I mean, they're young. They're like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Keep them off of social media. I want to make sure that my kids are active and outside. And I'm going to be that type of father. And then the hardest thing, I feel like, is making sure that they're hanging out with the right people.
Yeah.
Because I can't go to the school and tell my kid, oh, you can hang out with that kid, but you can't hang out with that kid. Now, if I see my kid hanging out with someone and I see that that person is doing bad things or that's a bad kid, then I'll tell my kid not to hang out with them. But, at the same time, it's kind of hard.
I think an important thing to even know that you could tell your kids what to do. Ultimately, when they by themselves, they're gonna do whatever the hell they want. You just gotta pray and hope that they take in your word and that they believe that you are trying to do the best for them.
Yeah.
And try to make them do less mistakes as possible. Commit less mistakes, all that will be life changing ultimately, right? So it's a tough situation for parents that is like raising their kids in today's age.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's really scary.
I want my kids to be like me, because I'm very like private, and I'm not on social media a lot and stuff. So I want my kids to be like that.
Yeah.
Because when I was a teenager and I was on social media all the time, and I would see all of the bad things about young people being on social media. I've seen people my age literally almost harm themselves because of social media, because of what somebody told them, cyberbullying, all of that. So yeah, it's just, I just think that cyberbullying is a big issue. You should always be there for your kids if they tell you that somebody's cyberbullying them, or even bullying, in school.
Yeah.
Because I feel like like I said, with social media, you can something on social media, then the next day another person goes up to them and bullies them about what they posted. You know what I mean? Well, guys, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week with more topics, better topics, and yeah, thank you. See you guys. Go 49ers. Let's go.
Let's go. Peace.